Welcome. We believe that listening is the most natural way to learn a foreign language. On this channel, we publish conversations between two people each time on different topic, so that you can improve your English without boring grammar. In order for the brain to absorb the language as much as possible, and to automatically think and speak in English, it is recommended to listen to each episode several times over a few days. We would be grateful if you would subscribe to the channel and like. Enjoy.
Ever heard about Kintsukuroi?
Yeah, I have actually.
It's this Japanese art
Right.
of repairing broken pottery with gold
Yeah.
and not just hiding the cracks,
Oh.
but highlighting them,
Yeah.
making something broken even more beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty amazing, right?
Yeah.
So in this deep dive, we are going to be taking a look at how Kintsukuroi
Okay.
can be applied to our lives.
All right.
We're going to be diving into this book,
Okay.
Kintsukuroi, The Japanese Art of Healing the Wounds of the Soul,
Oh.
by Tomas Navarro.
Okay.
I'm super excited about this one.
Yeah, me too. This should be good.
It's amazing how an art form,
Mhm.
like centuries old,
Right.
can be relevant to you and me today.
I think it's fascinating how
Yeah.
culture can just
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's fascinating that
Yeah.
something so old can still resonate with us today.
Absolutely.
And that we can find meaning in it.
Totally, yeah. And
Yeah.
this book really takes that idea and really applies it to
Gotcha.
like emotional healing.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
it's really powerful stuff.
Yeah, it is.
So
Okay, so where do we start?
where do we start? Well, how does this whole Kintsukuroi philosophy
Mhm.
actually translate to
Yeah.
like feelings,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay, well, so Navarro
Yeah.
lays out some core principles of this philosophy.
Okay.
And one of the first ones is, and this is a really big one,
Okay.
the acceptance of imperfections.
Right.
Instead of, striving for some impossible,
Yeah.
perfect, ideal,
Yeah. Yeah.
acknowledging our flaws and scars and seeing them as,
Yeah.
as part of us,
Part of what makes us unique.
part of what makes us unique.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
But isn't there a danger of just kind of accepting those imperfections and not
Oh, yeah.
doing anything about them?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
book talks about that. And the
Yeah.
idea isn't to just kind of give up and say, oh, well, I'm flawed.
Right.
That's not the point.
Right.
It's more about recognizing where we are now
Mm-hmm.
and accepting that and accepting that is a starting point for growth.
Okay.
The point isn't to like erase the cracks,
Right.
but to sort of highlight them. And
Okay, so it's more about
Yeah.
acknowledging those cracks
Yes.
so that you can actually
Yeah.
work with them.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
What other principles are there?
So another really powerful concept in the book
Mm-hmm.
is this idea of transforming pain.
Okay.
Just like the gold repairs the pottery, right?
Yeah.
The things that break us,
Yeah.
the difficult experiences that we have
Right.
can actually become wellsprings of strength and growth.
It's all about perspective, isn't it?
It really is.
Like how you choose to look at those
Yeah.
difficult times.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
finding meaning in them.
And that reminds me of something I read in the book about how these Kintsukuroi artists,
Yeah.
they often use like different types of gold
Mm-hmm.
to repair a piece.
Oh, yeah.
Like different colors,
Hmm.
different types of metal even.
Yeah.
It's not about making it look new again.
It's not. No.
It's about
yeah.
enhancing
Yeah.
the character of the piece.
Yeah, making it more
Yeah.
interesting because of the repairs.
Because of the repairs. Exactly.
yeah.
So the cracks kind of make it more
Exactly.
beautiful in a way.
They add to the beauty, and
Yeah.
it's that
Yeah.
kind of the same with us, right? Like
Yeah.
the challenges that we go through, the setbacks.
Yeah.
They kind of they shape us, and
Yeah.
they make us
Yeah.
more resilient and
Yeah.
stronger in a way.
So it's like
Yeah.
those cracks become a testament to
Yeah, like a badge of
art
honor.
almost,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We've been through something, and we
Made it through.
And this leads to this idea of
Yeah.
celebrating our history,
Mhm.
and not just like the good times,
Right.
but the struggles too, the scars, the things that have
Yeah.
shaped us.
It's all part of
Yeah.
what we are.
It's all part of our story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do we actually take this philosophy
Yeah.
and put it into practice? Like,
Yeah.
does the book have any like?
Yeah. So the book
What's
actually
it really up?
has a lot of practical advice and
Right.
techniques.
Okay.
One of the things that it talks about
Yeah.
is managing negative emotions.
Okay.
And one of the things that Navarro recommends
Yeah.
is mindful breathing.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
It's basically just bringing your awareness to your breath, noticing the sensations of each inhale and exhale.
Right.
And this simple act can actually help you create some space between you and your emotions
Okay.
so you can observe them without judgment.
It's like we're taking this Kintsukuroi approach.
Exactly.
And applying it
to our feelings.
to our inner world.
Yeah. Instead of trying to
instead of trying to push them away.
Yeah, get rid of them.
Exactly.
Just
acknowledge them.
observing them.
Be there with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is in there?
The book also talks about reframing negative thoughts.
Right.
So this is a technique where you challenge those automatic negative thoughts that we all have.
Right. Yeah, we all have those.
The ones that just pop into our heads and we don't even realize that we're
Correct.
having them half the time.
Yeah.
And you challenge those thoughts and you
Yeah.
replace them with more balanced and realistic ones. Yeah. Instead of beating yourself up.
Yeah, it's about shifting our perspective
Yeah.
from self-criticism
Yeah.
to self-compassion.
I like that.
Yeah.
It makes me think about Kintsukuroi and relationships.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because relationships
It can be messy and broken sometimes.
And broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how can we apply that?
Well, the book talks about communication as being key.
Right.
The Kintsukuroi artist carefully chooses the right materials for the repair.
Right.
We need to carefully choose our words when we communicate with our loved ones.
Especially on those heated
And
moments.
Fracture.
So it's about being
mindful and intentional.
And I imagine
But it's also about
forgiveness.
forgiveness. It's a big part of that.
Yeah, huge part.
Yeah.
Forgiving ourselves and forgiving others.
Because let's face it,
Because
we all make mistakes.
we all make
We all, have our cracks and our.
We all have our cracks and our broken moments.
So how do we take those broken moments
Yeah.
and find meaning in them?
Yeah, so the book has this really great
Yeah.
technique
Okay.
that it recommends, and that is journaling.
Okay.
Have you ever tried journaling?
Yeah.
It's really powerful because
Yeah.
it allows you to kind of process your experiences and find the lessons and the growth that came from those challenges.
Yeah.
It's a way to kind of
It's like you're taking those broken pieces and making something.
and building
And beautiful.
building a new foundation.
So if we were to sum up this whole Kintsukuroi philosophy, what would you say?
I think the main takeaway.
Yeah, the main takeaway.
I think the main takeaway is that our imperfections and our experiences don't define us.
Yeah.
They shape us. And often it's
those
cracks,
those
challenges,
the difficult experiences that make us stronger and wiser and more compassionate.
It's like we're not just surviving.
Yeah.
We're thriving.
We're evolving.
We're evolving. We're becoming.
Yeah, we're becoming more beautifully.
Yeah. So here's a thought.
Yeah.
What's one crack in your life that looking back actually led to something positive?
Ooh. That's a good one.
Something that you wouldn't trade.
Yeah.
Even if it meant erasing the pain.
That's a really good question. It's amazing how those...
I'm going to have to think about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those tough times can sometimes lead to the most beautiful destinations.
Absolutely.